Yo, what up, internet fam? You think you're just chilling online, scrolling through TikTok and minding your own business? Hold up, because hackers are out here lurking. It's a midnight snack run at your local 7-Eleven. Your info, your passwords, your entire digital life. It's a buffet for these guys, and we're about to shut that down like a door in their face. Today, we are not playing games. We're breaking down 10 cybersecurity tips that are going to turn you from a digital noob who is always clicking random links to a security boss, who can spot a phishing email from a mile away, no cap. All right, tip number 1, passwords are key, literally the key to your whole online life. Stop using password 123 or your birthday, or even worse, your pet's name. I know you are probably thinking, but it's easy to remember. It's like leaving your house keys under the doormat with a note saying, "Come on in." Make them long, use a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and those weird symbols you never use. I know it's annoying to do, but it's essential. This is a life lesson. We're all going to be better for it. Think of your password like your my favorite secret family recipe. The more complex and unique it is, the harder it is for someone else to copy it and ruin your dinner. If the recipe is too basic, anyone can follow it, and it's the same with passwords. Like, get creative, add in some random numbers or symbols. It's going to pay off in the long run. This is investment that keeps on giving. Also, and this is a big one, don't reuse passwords. It's like wearing the same outfit every day. It's just not a good look, and people are going to notice. If one account gets compromised, they'll have access to everything. Your accounts are going to thank you for this, and you are going to thank you for this. You are doing yourself a solid. So be sure to make those passwords crazy, random, unpredictable. Be like the surprise villain in a movie that no one saw coming. Let's move on and build your security. Let's move on to tip number 2. Time is moving fast, so let's keep going. Tip number 2 is just as important as the first tip. Don't sleep on it, seriously. This is not the time to take a nap. Tip number 2, turn on two-factor authentication, or 2FA as it's often called. This is like adding a second lock to your door, but a smart lock, it's a code that's usually sent to your phone. So even if some random hacker gets their hands on your password, they can't just walk right in and start changing your name to Hackerman or something like that, because they need that code too. They would need your password and your phone. It's not impossible, but it is going to make it so much harder for the bad guys. It's like having a highly trained security guard for your digital life, the kind that stands at the door with the crossed arms and the serious face. It's a super easy step, and it's going to give you a lot of peace of mind, because you're going to know your stuff is more secure, and who doesn't want that? Most apps and websites now offer it. It's very common these days. So go into those settings and turn that thing on, and let's be safe together, because we all deserve to be safe online. Let's keep it moving to tip number 3. Let's keep this train moving. These first few tips are important, like the foundation of a building, but the next ones are also just as important. We're building up your security fortress. Let's move on. I'm excited to keep teaching you guys, because the more secure you are, the better I feel. Let's go. All right, tip number 3, watch out for those sketchy links. If it looks fishy, if it feels weird, if it smells bad, it probably is. These bad guys are getting sneaky and deceptive. Don't click on links and emails or messages from people you don't know, or even people you do know, because their account might be hacked. They are out here trying to take all your information like little digital pickpockets. So be wary of all links. It's like a stranger trying to offer you candy from a van that's playing mysterious music. If your gut is telling you no, and it should, then stay away from it and run in the opposite direction. It's probably not good news. Hover over the link to see where it's actually going before you click. Most of the time, the link is not what it says. They can be sneaky. It's the definition of catfishing, but for the internet, they'll say they're going to Amazon.com, and really it's AmazonSketchy.com. So be careful. Be cautious of those messages and emails that you get. Take a minute, think about it, and don't click anything until you are sure. Stay safe out here because the world is crazy and so is the internet. Let's move on to tip number 4. No time to waste. Let's get these security tips cooking. We are building a masterpiece of safety, and keep going through these tips. We're not going to stop, so let's go. Tip number 4. Keep your software up to date. I know those update notifications are annoying and we always delay them, but those updates aren't just annoying little pop-ups. They actually fix security holes and vulnerabilities that hackers can exploit. This is for phones, laptops, apps, everything you use to get online. Just do it like you have to buy groceries. It's for your own good. This is for your online health. It's like changing the tires on your car. You have to do it in order to make sure you stay safe on the road. Same concept with technology. Without the updates, it's like driving on bald tires. It's just not a good idea, and things are probably going to go wrong eventually. You have to do it. Make sure you also have that automatic update option on, so you don't even have to think about it. Out of sight, out of mind. It takes all the work out of it. This is like the self-cleaning option on your oven. It just makes everything so much easier. Let's move on to tip number 5. This has been a long journey, and we are just getting started. We're already halfway done. Keep up the pace. We are all doing amazing, and let's get this security game locked in and safe. We are building a fortress. Let's keep this going. I'm so excited for the rest of the tips because the more secure you are, the more amazing this world is going to be. So let's go. All right, tip number 5. Use a strong and reliable antivirus software. It's like having a super-powered security system for your computer and devices. It's going to protect you from malware and those nasty viruses that can corrupt all of your information. It's worth the investment. Trust me, this is the time to invest in yourself. It's an investment you're not going to regret. Think of it as a shield for your computer, like a force field, keeping all the bad guys away from your personal information. It's like having a knight in shining armor for your computer, always protecting you. It's worth the investment. Trust me, it's more valuable than your favorite video game. There are tons of options out there. So make sure you do your research and pick a good one. There are both free and paid options. Find one that fits your needs. Google is your friend. Let's keep it moving. We still have so much to go through, but we can do it. Let's move on to tip number 6. This is going to be exciting. Let's keep these tips going and keep you locked in and safe on the internet. We are going to reach the top of the mountain, and we are all going to do it together. Tip number 6. Be careful with public Wi-Fi. That free Wi-Fi at the coffee shop, the library, or the airport, it's not always as free as it seems. Hackers can easily snoop on what you're doing. They are lurking at all times. So don't do anything too important on public Wi-Fi. Keep it for casual browsing, looking up the weather or a recipe, and nothing else. It's like a public bathroom. It's probably not that clean. Same concept with public Wi-Fi. There is a lot of traffic. Who knows what has been going on there? And you just have to be wary of it. If you got to do something secure, like banking or log into your email, use your own data or a VPN. VPNs will keep you safe. Stay safe out there. It's like putting on a mask to stay protected. We're almost at the end. Don't give up now. I know we have been going through a lot, but we are almost there. We can do it together. Let's move on to tip number 7. We are so close to the finish line. Let's keep this going. You're doing amazing, and your information is thanking you. You're like a superhero for your digital life. Tip number 7. Lock your phone, laptop, and other devices. It's so simple, but it makes a huge difference. If you don't put a lock on it, anyone can walk in. Set up a PIN, fingerprint, or Face ID. Don't let anyone easily snoop through your stuff. It's like a digital vault. You have to keep it locked. It's like a lock on your door. Keep those unwanted guests away. You want to protect your stuff and keep them for yourself. Nobody has to be snooping through your phone or computer. And if you lose them, which happens to the best of us, you can wipe the data. It's a win-win. It's like having the ability to self-destruct so nobody can steal your information. Let's keep moving. We still have some tips left. We're getting so close to the end. Let's get through these last few tips. You got this. Let's keep this pace and finish strong. We are all champions. Tip number 8, back up your data. If your device gets hacked, lost, stolen, or damaged, you don't want to lose everything. Use the cloud or an external hard drive to back up your important stuff. This is critical information. This is the extra copy of your house key. You need to have it. You never know when you are going to need it. It's like having a safety net. If things go south, you still have all your data. So if something ever happens, it's all safe and secure. It's just smart. An umbrella for a rainy day or having a spare tire in your car. It's for those moments when you need to be prepared. Don't wait until it's too late to do it. Back it up right now. I'm serious. Do it now. Just do it now. Let's keep it moving. We are so close to the end. We're getting closer and closer. Let's push through to the last 2 tips. We can do it. Let's keep this pace and finish strong. We are all going to get this done together. Tip number 9, be smart about what you share online. Oversharing your personal details is like giving the bad guys a cheat code. Don't share your location, where you work, and don't post your whole life online. If you don't want a stranger to know that info, then don't post it online. Keep it private, simple, and minimal. It's like telling a stranger where you live and where you keep your valuables. It's not a good idea. Keep your online life minimal. You don't want that information in the wrong hands. Be smart about what you share online. That is all I have to say. We're almost at the end. Let's keep this going to tip 10. This is the last tip, so let's get through it together. Let's finish strong. We are at the end. This is the last tip. Tip number 10. Trust your gut. This is important. If something feels off, if something doesn't sit right with you, it probably is. Don't be afraid to question things and be cautious. If something feels off, listen to that feeling. That little alarm going off in your head is usually right. It's like walking down a dark alley late at night. If it doesn't feel right, if it smells bad, it's time to turn around. Trust your gut and walk away from it. Your gut knows more than you think it does. Use common sense online and stay safe. That is the best advice I can give you. Trust yourself and use your head. Okay, that is all of the tips. We have reached the finish line. We did it. We went through all 10 tips. You made it. I'm so proud of you guys. So that is all you need to know. Let's recap everything we learned. So there you have it. 10 simple cybersecurity tips that can make a huge difference. Let me know in the comments if you like these tips and what you're going to start doing to be safer online. I'm so curious to hear what you guys have to say. This is just the start of you having all the power. Cybersecurity is not rocket science. It's all common sense. You don't have to be a computer expert to be safe on the internet. All it takes is a few simple steps to keep your information safe, and you just learn them all. Like, subscribe, share this with your friends. Let's make the internet a safer place, one tip at a time. Let's not keep this secret to ourselves. Let everyone know. If you have any tips of your own, feel free to put them in the comment section. I'm always learning too. Let's help each other. I hope this video helped you, and I'm excited to see you in the next one, where we are probably going to learn more amazing and powerful things. Peace out, internet fam. You are all amazing.